Could there have been any more drama at the Brazilian Grand Prix? The headlines were dominated by flexible wings, Inspector Max in Parc Ferme, elbows out on track between the championship challengers, and Lewis Hamilton's comeback drive from last on Saturday to first place on Sunday. But the thing I think will have a lasting effect on the championship battle is Mercedes' extreme straight-line speed advantage. After taking a new internal combustion engine, Hamilton lit up the speed traps all weekend long, with Christian Horner calling the Mercedes unraceable, such was their advantage. So without taking anything away from Hamilton's win, in this video I want to look at where that advantage has come from and speculate whether it will last for the rest of the season, and also why Red Bull still seem confident for the remaining races themselves despite this defeat. The main advantage of the Mercedes engine is that it is incredibly fast when brand new. However, it degrades quickly and loses performance faster than Mercedes expected it to. And this has been confirmed by the team, with Toto Wolff saying, "We have degradation on the engine and it's going to continue until the end of the season." Although we should definitely take the comments about them not knowing why with a grain of salt. The Honda, on the other hand, is extremely consistent and reliable, losing less of its performance over time. As Verstappen said after the race, of course taking the new engine clearly gains them a bit more performance initially, but that will slowly come back to normal. So both Red Bull and Mercedes don't expect the advantage, like we saw in Brazil, to last for the remainder of the season. The key question now is how quickly and how dramatic will be the performance drop-off for the Mercedes engine. The extra power would certainly be helpful on Losail's kilometre-long straight, as well as the high-speed Saudi Arabian street circuit. Mercedes need to make the most of their engine while it's fresh, knowing that Red Bull will likely not suffer the same type of drop-off. Now, Mercedes have frequently spoken about how this is due to a reliability issue that they're dropping off in performance, but I have to wonder if it's actually part of a high-risk, high-reward strategy to try and topple Red Bull. If we look back to Bottas's string of penalties where he started at the back in Italy and in Russia and then took another ICE in Austin, Mercedes said at the time that this was due to reliability, but many have suggested that this was actually due to them testing their performance limits, seeing how much performance they could extract without risking a DNF. And as Wolff has said recently, if you're in the constant pursuit of performance, sometimes reliability falls behind. And with the strength of the Honda engine being its reliability and consistency, could it be that Mercedes have just gone all out in terms of performance in a last-ditch attempt to win the championship? Both Red Bull and Honda have been confused by Mercedes' struggles, with Horner saying it's unusual for Mercedes to struggle with reliability, and Honda saying they can't believe what's going on and how many different parts Mercedes have had to take this season. But maybe the performance we saw in Brazil was the outcome of all of that different testing and optimizations that they'd spoken about doing on Bottas's car. Mercedes have said they don't expect Hamilton to have to take another ICE, but given how fast they were in Brazil, surely they wouldn't rule out taking another one given how quickly Hamilton was able to make his way through the pack. Would the performance gains you take from having a fresh Mercedes ICE be worth taking a 5-place grid penalty? And although the engine has definitely made a difference, Red Bull are convinced there's more to it than just that, and they haven't ruled out protesting what they've called a Mercedes rear wing trick. In Brazil, Mercedes were able to run high downforce and still maintain their significant top speed advantage, with Verstappen and Horner both suggesting that they may have a degree of flex in their rear wing. And given how much scrutiny Mercedes were under this weekend, they've now said that they are going to look at every inch of the Red Bull in the last few rounds. I'd expect this off-track soap opera to continue until the end of the season, with both teams looking for any chink in the other's armour in such a closely fought season. And with Mercedes having made such an incredible jump forward, it's understandable why Red Bull would be so suspicious that there may be something illegal going on. So we can expect these kind of technical disagreements to be front and centre for the last few races of the year. I suppose we shouldn't be surprised at another twist in this epic championship battle, and the variables at play make it impossible to predict who has the advantage going into the final few rounds. We really have no clue what the degradation's going to be like on the Mercedes engine, and if they're going to be able to maintain the advantage we saw in Brazil. And the rivalry between the two teams only seems to be getting more bitter as the season reaches its conclusion, and it looks like the off-track action will end up being just as important as what the two drivers do on it. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and if you like this video, please give us a like and a subscribe. Thanks very much for watching.